friends, I got a request to do some yoga for the feet. So whether you have really tight feet, which a lot of us have, or maybe you have something going on like plantar fasciitis and you want to work to open up the feet, I have 3 really simple little exercises that you can do to help with that. Thomas is with me today. I don't know if he's in the screen right now, but you might see him or hear him. But it just goes to show, like, if you are in a room and your baby is just independently playing around, it's super simple to just do a few things yoga-wise for yourself. So what we're going to start with today is probably my favorite thing for the feet, and it's a really, really great stretch. So you're going to come onto your hands and knees, just as if you were setting up for cat-cow, and you're going to tuck your toes under. And you already might start to feel a stretch just by sitting your hips back. So with your toes tucked, good. Of course, he's gonna block my feet. You sit over here, but you sit here. So toes tucked, you start to sit the hips back. And like I said, if your feet are super tight, you're already gonna feel something. You can shift your hips from side to side so you really stretch into all the little toes there and get into all the little nooks and crannies, and maybe this is where you stay. But for those of you who have a bit more flexibility to work with, you're going to sit back onto your heels, taking a few deep breaths here, and again, maybe shifting side to side. Another thing you can do, like if your toes tend to be really scrunchy and close together, try to manually like spread them out so you really get in there. Long deep breaths. If this becomes too intense, you just shift forward, take some of the weight off the heels, and try to stay here for about 10 breaths. So we'll take 5 more deep breaths. Just long inhales through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Good. Inhaling deeply. Exhale completely. This can be really intense. So just allow your awareness to focus on the breath. You won't be here forever. Just one more deep breath in and one more deep breath out. And then the best part is coming out of it, such a sweet release. Shift back to hands and knees. Lift your feet up, point your toes, and just like tap out your feet. Give them a good tap, maybe even roll the ankles a little bit there. And then keep your toes pointed so you're on the tops of your feet. And just sit back for a couple breaths, so just a little counter stretch there. Same idea, if you want to shift the weight from side to side, if that feels nice, go for it. And as you're here, long inhales, long exhales. Cool. And we're going to come to sit with your feet out in front of you. And simply here, just giving the feet a little bit of a massage. Like, you might not have someone, I know I don't. My boyfriend would never give me a foot massage. He'd probably be grossed out by it, I don't know, but it's just not his thing. So if you don't have someone to massage your feet for you, you have to do it yourself. Grab your foot, start with like the nice meaty sole of the foot, and just using your thumbs, get in there. All right, get into the base of each toe, wiggle your toes around a little bit. If you're someone who uses essential oils, I don't have mine right here in the room with me, but I do love essential oils. Peppermint would be a really, really nice one for this. You get like that cooling effect. Peppermint would help to, promote the release of the muscle tension, and just overall like kind of loosen things up there. Just make sure wash your hands afterwards. You don't want to get it in your eyes. You definitely don't want to get it in your baby's eyes because it will burn. So again, just giving yourself a nice little massage here, moving the toes around, massaging, maybe make a fist, give the foot a little bit of a pounding. Perfect. Second side or second foot. Hopefully you're not someone that's grossed out by feet, or at least not grossed out by your own feet. And with yoga, all the standing postures are amazing to help create flexibility and strength and balance as far as feet go. But today is just, really simple things that you can do while your little kiddo is even just playing around. So just without even having to get up off the ground, you can do these things. Perfect. And then set your legs out in front of you and just point and flex a couple times. Try to spread your toes out. Again, if your toes are very scrunchy over time after doing yoga, especially after doing lots of nice standing poses, you'll start to notice you get what we call yogi toes, where they can really splay apart. And then roll the ankles a few times in both directions. All right, last thing here. You're going to take your right foot and with your left hand, you're going to weave your fingers between your toes. You might need to, kind of work at it, spread them out a little bit. Try to get as close as you can so that the webbing of your hands is touching the webbing of your feet. And then once you have that, close your hand onto your foot and squeeze your toes back onto your hands. So you're like gripping your fingers onto your toes and you're squeezing your toes onto your fingers. Hold that for a couple breaths. And again, this can be borderline painful for some people. So don't jam it in there too far if it's feeling painful. Do what you can do and then breathe into it. And then go ahead and start to make some circles. And even back and forth with the toes. Circles, back and forth. Just whatever movement feels quote unquote good. It might not feel that good, but it's good for you. Cool, just another couple breaths. Back and forth and circling the wrist, circling the foot. And then switch. So same thing, take your left foot, right hand, weave the fingers in. That pinky one is gonna be the hardest. Try to really get in there as close as you can, webbing to webbing, and then squeeze your hands, squeeze your toes, hold that for a couple breaths. Try to relax, especially if this is kind of intense for you. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or straining your face, and just soften, breathe. And then give a circle, circling the toes by moving your wrist, your hand, even kind of circling the whole ankle, rolling it out. And then opposite direction. Cool. And then again, just bring the feet out in front. Roll it out, point and flex, let the blood flow kind of come back through. And that's it. 3 really simple things for your feet. Give them a try. Let me know how it feels afterwards. Already I feel, my feet just feel much more open and relaxed. So you try it, let me know how it goes, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks for practicing with me today.